Hello viewers. So let's begin the next lesson of UAE SST from book 3 for grade 8, The Rise of the Ottoman Empire. So here we have the learning objectives: to explain the creation of Ottoman Empire in the Arab land, to review the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent, to analyze the managing of the Ottoman Empire, the UAE link. UAE was also under the domination of the Ottoman Empire for some decades. The CC link, history, as one can find the detailed information of the expansion of Ottoman Empire in this lesson. So viewers, before I proceed with my video, just a humble request to please subscribe to Learn SST, share it with your friends and relatives, and press the bell icon for the notification of my latest videos. So here we have the warm-up brainstorm question, very much from the textbook. You can go through. You can even add some points of your own. Let us see the lesson in detail. The Ottoman Empire was among the world's most powerful empires. The Ottomans ruled much of the Middle East and large parts of North Africa from around 1453 to 1918. The Ottomans became rich from cultivation of cotton, a valuable commodity that allowed it to trade textiles and other goods to European and Mediterranean markets. Let me tell you, children, cotton is also called as white gold because it fetches a good amount of returns. The Ottomans arose from a group of Central Asian Turkish-speaking tribes. In the late 11th century, they began moving westwards towards Anatolia in eastern Turkey. By 1071, they were strong enough to defeat the Greek Christian army of the Byzantine Empire at the Battle of Manzikert near Lake Van. The defeat of the Byzantine Empire allowed Turkmen to settle in Anatolia for the next 3 centuries. They expanded into the Balkan region of Eastern Europe and launched attacks against the Byzantine Empire. So over here something very important. It is that the defeat of the Byzantine, that is a Christian army against the Muslim army, and it was in this year of 1071, and the battle was called as Manzikert near Lake Van. So these are the important points to be remembered over here. The Battle of Manzikert led to the domination of the Ottoman Turks in Anatolia and throughout what is today Turkey and parts of Eastern Europe. In 1299, the Turkmen were organized as a new state with the name Ottoman, from which the name Ottoman is derived. So over here what we have to remember is Turkey is still a Muslim country. It's an Islamic state, although it lies in the European continent. In fact, the Europeans call it as a sick man of Europe. Why? Because this is only one nation which is an Islamic nation. Rest all the nations are Christian. In 1453, the Ottomans led a major assault against the city of Constantinople, overran its defences, and brought the Byzantine Empire to an end. After this conquest, the Ottomans renamed their city Istanbul, by which it is known today. By 1516, during the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent, the Ottomans began extending their armies into Syria, the Balkans, Iraq, and later into Egypt. The conquest required the new Ottoman Empire to create an administration that could manage the Arab land and Arabic-speaking territories to the south and west, as well as the southeastern European territories of the Balkans. Look at activity 1 very much from the textbook. Please go through. I've just put up one small little image of a gunpowder dispenser just to give you an idea about how these people used it generously and got so many regions under their domination. So, viewers, before I proceed with my video, activity 3, again from the book. These are simple activities given in the book. Let us see the lesson in detail. The Ottoman Empire was among the world's most powerful empires. The Ottomans ruled much of the Middle East and large parts of North Africa from around 1453 to 1918. The Ottomans became rich from cultivation of cotton, a valuable commodity that allowed it to trade textiles and other goods to European and Mediterranean markets. Let me tell you, children, cotton is also called as white gold because it fetches a good amount of returns. The Ottomans arose from a group of Central Asian Turkish speaking tribes. In the late 11th century, they began moving westwards towards Anatolia in eastern Turkey. By 1071, they were strong enough to defeat the Greek Christian army of the Byzantine Empire at the Battle of Manzikert near Lake Van. The defeat of the Byzantine Empire allowed Turkmen to settle in Anatolia for the next 3 centuries. They expanded into the Balkan region of Eastern Europe and launched attacks against the Byzantine Empire. So, over here, something very important, it is that the managing the Ottoman Empire continued. The Ottomans managed the new territories as distinct provinces with local officials called beys. They created an elite military corps, that is, the military groups, known as the Janissaries, made up of young men who were forced to serve in the military. They were allowed to use muskets and new firearms. This is often referred to as an era of gunpowder and empires because they were generously using the gunpowders in which they could easily invade the other regions. The expansion required military organization of an army and a navy. The Ottoman Empire soon engaged in battles and campaigns against the Europeans and other empires. When the Portuguese fleets, that is the group of ships, a collection of ships, arrived in the Indian Ocean, they attacked and raided the coast of the Arabian Gulf and Arabian Peninsula. The Ottomans later counterattacked in the 1550s. Here you can have a look at the bureaucracy and how it was centralized. So you can see the different structures over here, the hierarchy in detail. See for again from the textbook. Empire and rivalry with Europe in the 16th century. By 1529, less than a century after the conquest of Constantinople in 1453, the Ottoman army reached the outskirts of Vienna. They began a long military siege, that is, a military struggle wherein they can take over the cities. Although the Ottomans abandoned the siege, that means they left it half the way, their invasion, their presence in Austria demonstrated that was itself showing their power and determination to expand. Austria again is a European nation, so how they kept on expanding themselves in the European continent, one can have a glimpse over here. And let me tell you, in 1453, when the Ottoman Turks had taken over the region of Constantinople and made it their capital, during that time they had closed the land route, which was only the land route between Europe and Asia. So the European traders, now it had become important for them to search for a sea route to India and other Asian countries. The map shows the large territorial expansion of the Ottomans in the 16th century, along with the major European explorations of around the same time. The Ottoman Empire occupied land that were all joined over land. That means they occupied all those regions which was a land route between Asia and Europe. This differed from the Western European countries. For instance, the British Empire, the Portuguese, the Dutch, and the Spanish empires, who founded their empires as using the sea. So, what was different between the Ottoman Empire and the Europeans? The Europeans, to whichever region they went and they conquered it, it was via sea. And these people just kept on expanding themselves on land. This is activity 5 again from the textbook. Please go through the plenary questions. For the plenary, we have got simple questions over here. I hope you will be able to answer them well. So, thank you so much for watching my channel on SST. And just signing off with a humble request to please subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet. Press the bell icon for the notification of my latest videos. Share it with your friends, relatives, and acquaintances so that they can get benefited by my videos. See you next time with my new video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.